They changed the laws again with regards to changing your job or your employer. And I felt it's so important for me to share this particular video because the video I made when I was suggesting that you can leave the care sector, transition into another job role, maybe a higher earning role. So many people came under the comment and said, I'm misleading people. I'm giving false information. You cannot leave care. You think you can transition into another job role. You can't do it. Oh my goodness. I now notice that it's either they don't want you to move. These are people who are not carers. They don't want you to leave that sector. They want you to stay there throughout your period of skilled worker visa until ILR. Even after ILR, they want you to stay there permanently. They don't want you to grow. Or people are actually scared. They are genuinely frustrated. They don't believe it can be done. They are not aware of this particular information I'm about to share right now. I'm going to share this information from the government website. They updated information on how you can go about, switching. Who can do it? If you want to move from care to any other job role at all, maybe you want to move from being an engineer into another sector, still under the skilled worker visa, remember that all of that would add towards your period of ILR. If you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Cynthia. I share information that will help your transition abroad to be as smooth as possible. I share information about settling, working, or studying in the UK. If you're interested in getting a visa sponsorship job, you need someone to help you optimize your CV, cover letter, personal statement, or supporting information, then reach out to me. If you need someone to guide you so that you can land a visa sponsorship job, you need that guidance, one-on-one session, reach out to me. The link will be in the description as well as in the comments. And without wasting time, let's get into this video. This video is for skilled worker visa holders who want to switch employers. They want to switch occupation codes. It says update your visa if you change job or employer. You will need to apply to update your skilled worker visa or tier 2 general work visa if first bullet point is you want to change your job and your new job is with a different employer. Let's just use care worker. Yes, you want to change your job and maybe there's a new employer with the same code 6135, 6136. You have to contact the Home Office and update your visa. It is possible. Next is your job changes to a different occupation code and you are not in a graduate training program. Your job is a different occupation code. Even if you are from one sector and you want to move to another sector, maybe you're a care worker 6135 and you suddenly get your business analysis training completed, or PM, you want to get a PMO job, or maybe IT technician job, it doesn't matter what the job is, even teaching job, that is a different occupation code. So if you want to achieve that, you still have to update your visa. So you cannot stay in a visa just because it has been the one that you used to come into the UK, or switch from a student visa or graduate visa. You can't change your visa to another one, another occupation code. You leave a job that is on the immigration salary list for a job that is not on the list. You know that 6135, 6136, 6131, nursing auxiliaries and assistants, they are all occupations under the immigration salary list. So you want to leave that one on the list. There are many other occupations there, and you want to move to a job that is not on the immigration salary list. Then you have to update your visa. So updating your visa is possible for many people. And it says that you do not need to apply again if you stay in the same job, but the job is taken off the immigration salary list. Maybe there's a particular occupation that was on the immigration salary list maybe 2 years ago or last year, and they've taken it off, but you are still on the same occupation code. You do not need to update your visa. If you are doing a different job for your current employer, you only need to apply to update your visa if the new job is in a different occupation code. I'm using care worker most times. Yes, I know, 6135, and you are in the NHS and you want to switch to a business analyst role or data analyst. You can occupy that still in the care sector with NHS, with your same NHS trusts, then you need to update your visa because it's a different occupation code. If your new occupation code is listed as medium skilled, you can update your visa if both of the following apply. And it says that you got your certificate of sponsorship for your first tier 2 or skilled worker visa before the 22nd of July 2025. You have continually held one or more skilled worker visas since then. So you cannot just switch to any job just like that. You can switch to that of medium skilled job if you got your certificate of sponsorship. That's the first skilled worker visa you had before the 22nd of July 2025, and you have not had any break in your skilled worker visa process, so you've continually held skilled worker visa. This is what is written on the government website. I'll put the link to this in the description so that you can see all that things that they've listed. But I want to share some important things with you. It says that your partner or children will need to apply separately to update their visa. They can either apply at the same time as you or at any time before their current visa expires. Many people have been asking this question: do I need to apply or switch my partner's visa, my dependent's visa? The answer is no. You can always wait until the visa is about to expire. You do so before it expires. But there's something very important, a vital document that you need to provide if you want to switch employers. Your new job must meet the eligibility requirements, and you will need a new certificate of sponsorship to prove that. That's the most important document you need. And then when it comes to salary requirements, you might be wondering what salary requirement is needed for you to switch. And the thing I love about this is that it says you may be able to meet lower salary requirements if both of the following apply. You got your certificate of sponsorship for your first tier 2 or skilled worker visa before the 4th of April 2024, and you have continually held one or more skilled worker visas since then. So guys, do not be worried. If you want to switch another job and you want to meet the salary requirements, you can choose the lower salary requirements. You know, if you check the government website, I'll show you now, you see the higher one and the lower one. They are making things easier for you by telling you that you can choose the lower one if you got your first COS assigned before the 4th of April 2024. This is fantastic news, but you will have to use the higher one if it was after the 4th of April 2024. And it says that you will also need to provide other evidence, again, the same evidence you had when you wanted to submit your application for a skilled worker visa. Now, there are some people that hold a second COS and they do 2 jobs. That's why I said do not listen to everybody on the internet. Just go to the government website, go and check anything you see there. Now, this is when you hold 2 jobs, 2 COS, and you're pursuing both of them at the same time. That's when they said you must apply to update your visa if you take on a second job that is more than 20 hours, paid hours a week, in addition to the job you are being sponsored for. But if it's below 20 hours, I shared a video that said, hey, if it's below 20 hours, you can do it, but there are restrictions on the type of jobs you can do. You can do only the ones under the eligible occupations that are higher skilled. You can do those on the immigration salary list. And when you can choose a job that is the medium skilled is when it is before the 22nd of July 2025. I made a video about that. I'm not going to talk about that here, but I'm just going to concentrate on this because I know that some people would want 2 COS. It helps with your transition. Sometimes it works for some people, sometimes it does not work. And the thing is that the new COS will not have an extension of your skilled worker visa. It is possible. They said you must write a letter with your name, date of birth, your current certificate of sponsorship reference number, the date when your current permission to stay runs out. The question many people ask me is, if I have a certificate of sponsorship to switch employer, I then submit that visa application, can I start working for the new employer when the visa is not out? It says here that you can apply to update your visa up to 3 months before the start date of your new job. So you understand that anyway. It says that you can continue working in your current job while your new application is being considered, or to work out your notice period as long as you apply before your current visa expires. It makes sense. You should not start your new job until you have got confirmation of your new permission. So they're telling you, please do not start your new job, and you must not travel outside the UK, Ireland, and the Channel Islands or the Isle of Man until you get a decision. Do not plan any travel while you're waiting to switch to another employer. So that is it, guys. You can switch to another occupation. You can actually hold a care worker role, and then you do 20 hours in another job. You don't need to inform the Home Office, as long as the occupation is under the list of things I've stated before. This is what people are using to take up another job, gradually build UK experience. So you can actually switch when you are ready. Some people do it. They do 20 hours here without informing the Home Office. While they are doing that, then when the time is right, they've built their CV, more than 6 months of UK experience in a higher skilled job. They apply for a job, get a COS, switch employer, just like that, and they're out of the care sector. It can be done. Some people don't want you to grow. They want me to say things like, stay in care sector is the best thing that will happen to you. Stay there for 20 years. You deserve it, or something like that. I know that so many people have skills, knowledge, expertise, qualifications that's higher than the care sector. They don't have job satisfaction. They don't hope to do that for the rest of their lives. So I won't be here telling you to stay there, relax, nothing is happening, don't grow, don't acquire any skill by the side, just keep staying there. Cynthia Academy will not do that. I won't be a part of that. What I'll be a part of is to tell you that you can grow. Don't beat yourself up, but keep planning your growth. Keep planning, because if you do things within the UK immigration rules, you'll be satisfied. You will have a fantastic experience. And if you are one of those people who came into the care sector, worked for a while, and you switch roles, please share your stories below. Good stories, happy stories that will help other people to know that this can be done. Don't listen to other people. You can migrate. I have a list of videos prepared for this week that will be centered on how to transition into teaching, how you can transition into maybe the care sector, but something related to your area of specialization in research, care, but not support worker role. Yes, I said not support worker role, but in the NHS. There are other jobs in the NHS you can go into if you have a license from your home country, or if you do not have a license from your home country. Just watch out for those videos and share it with your friends and family. You know, it could help people out there. Please share this video, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.